Coming up on The Shield, an anonymous donation brings a new building to Valpo's campus. When will it be built and where at? We have the story.
Plus, a murder outside of campus begs a safety question. Do students feel safe on campus? That and more to come. You're watching The Shield at 6 o'clock.
We had a very warm day today, but it doesn't look like those temperatures are going to stick around at least for the next few days. And unfortunately, we have some rain on the way as well. I'll have more on that as well as your spring break travel forecast coming up after the break.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Dave Caulfield.
And I'm Allie Katsanias. A little over a week ago, a Valparaiso woman was found dead in an off-campus home. Police say that perhaps foul play was involved. Shield News Director Ricky Cody has the details on this homicide as well as a look at Valpo's campus security.
Shauna Marie Forgas was found dead by her 4-year-old son at this Courtney Street home, minutes from the heart of Valpo's campus. According to the Post-Tribune, Forgas had obvious head trauma, which was later determined as her cause of death. Friends cried and left balloons and flowers outside her home. Shauna was just getting her life back on track, according to friends, saying that she was taking classes to become a medical assistant. A campus-wide VUPD alert was sent out via email to everyone on campus, Valpo's first step in keeping students and faculty safe. Valparaiso University does all it can to make sure that students remain safe both on campus and off. By putting in some more lighting and even these code blue emergency beacons for emergency situations, Valparaiso ensures that student safety is its #1 priority. An online Facebook poll conducted by VUTV showed that 89% of students felt safe while on campus.
Despite that girl getting murdered, I still feel safe here.
They have like the little tower things, but like if someone grabs me, they're gonna like grab me and not like I'm not gonna be able to run. And there's a bunch of old men working and they're not fast. And there's just a lot of stuff that goes here that people don't pay attention to.
The Shield's Ricky Cody reporting. Police are still looking for the man that they say may have information about Shauna's murder. Stay with The Shield as the story develops. We will bring you updated information both on air and on our Facebook page.
Valpo did it up right last week with their own Mardi Gras celebrations. Fat Tuesday consisted of the UPC-sponsored event of do-it-yourself mask making in the campus cafe.
We have a lot going on at Valpo for Mardi Gras. This UPC mask making, it's really fun because, I don't know, it's messy with all the glitter and stuff, but it's really awesome.
VUTV went out and asked students about the event as well as their favorite part about Mardi Gras.
Definitely the festivities. They're really fun.
I really like the King's cake because there's a lot of meaning behind the cake, but it's just very good and filling and very sweet. I like a cake should be.
And traditional New Orleans food was served at Founders. The all-you-can-eat meal included chicken piquant, Cajun roast pork loin, crayfish boil, shrimp and okra gumbo, collard greens, and parsley buttered potatoes. To finish off the evening, people could indulge in a variety of desserts, especially that famous king cake.
College Mentor for Kids hosted an event last week with sticky results. The organization had Valpo students work with the 1st through 4th grade children from Parkview and Central Elementary schools on fun and educational activities. The group's local chapter president, Olivia Cady, explained the purpose of the organization.
And we bring the kids to Valpo's campus on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and do different activities with them that promote higher education and learning. And so it's pretty much a mentoring relationship between a college student and the elementary school student.
The activity was chemistry themed. The children learned about chemistry through making a substance called goo. This involved having the children mix glue, food coloring, cornstarch, and water to create a fun sticky substance.
This past weekend was the World Banquet in the Hari Union Ballroom, sponsored by the Valpo International Student Association, also known as Visa. The theme for this year's banquet was Crossroads of Culture. Through the banquet, Visa students aim to display the vast array of cultures here at Valpo, with close to 50 countries being represented on campus. This was a night where international students could celebrate who they are as a community here at Valpo. Many students came dressed in their culture's traditional dress, proudly representing their culture. Dining services provided cuisines from over 15 different countries from around the world. The banquet included performances by several international students. Through these performances, international students were able to show their peers here at Valpo more about who they are and where they came from.
Early this month, President Heckler sent out an email to students, faculty, and staff telling them that a new 15,000 square foot welcome center will be built for the campus. It will be located at the entrance from US 30. We will have more on this story in the next broadcast.
In our featured club of the week, we are highlighting the Karate Club. For more information, we turn it over to SHIELD News correspondent Steph Hoving.
The Karate Club was formed in 2005 and has been under the leadership of karate instructor Adam Theros, a black belt in karate. The Karate Club is a part of the World Tang Soo Do Association. Tang Soo Do is a branch of Taekwondo and is a Korean style of martial arts.
There are three main elements to Tang Soo Do. We focus on health, self-defense, and better person. So we're not just about going to tournaments and earning trophies.
The Karate Club has two big competitions throughout the year: the Masters Extravaganza and the Regional Championship.
Our Regional Championships is happening this April, so our club is going to that, and it'll be in the Elmhurst area.
Anyone is welcome and encouraged to join the Karate Club.
Our association is very much a family-style association. We try to bring everybody into it, and as I mentioned, we focus on more than just the punching and kicking and trophies. It's more about an inner spirit and how you bring the martial arts into your life.
The Karate Club is a fun time for anyone who attends the meetings. Reporting for The Shield, I'm Steph Hoving.
The Karate Club meets every Monday and Wednesday in the Union from 7 to 8 p.m.
We are going to take a quick break.
Still to come here on The Shield at 6, Storm Shield Chief Meteorologist Sean Bailey will have a look at your Valpo weather forecast, plus more news. Stay tuned.
I'm Molly and I'm on VUTV.
All right. We're from Kappa Kappa Gamma. We're on VUTV.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm the WVUR General Manager, and I'm on VUTV.
We're always and we're on VUTV.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Aliana.
And we're on VUTV.
Hey, what's up? I'm Milk. And I'm Matt. We're on VUTV.
I'm Helen Dolan. I'm on VUTV.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Claire.
My name's Sarah.
And we're on
VUTV.
We're Kappa Delta and we're on VUTV.
I'm Rachel and I'm on VUTV.
Hi, I'm Matthias.
I'm Hillary.
And I'm Philip.
And we're on
VUTV.
I'm Tom and I'm on VUTV.
I'm Amanda and I'm on VUTV.
Hey, I'm Ted and I'm on VUTV.
We're Valparaiso Ultimate and we're on VUTV.
We're UPC and we're on VUTV.
We're the Torch and we're on VUTV.
We're Delta Sigma Pi and we're on VUTV. Woo!
We're Student Senate and we're on VUTV.
We're WooBox and we're on VUTV.
We're Alliance and we're on VUTV.
We're the Crusader Pep Band and we're on VUTV. We're Mesa and we're on VUTV.
We're Handles and we're on VUTV.
Hello, I'm Kathleen and I am with Housing Opportunities and I am on VUTV.
Hi, we're the Lutheran Deaconess Association and we're on VUTV. We are Greek University and we're on VUTV.
I'm ROTC and I'm on VUTV.
I'm Zach Clark and I'm on VUTV.
We're Sigma Phi Epsilon and we're on VUTV.
Welcome back to The Shield. We are now joined by Storm Shield Chief Meteorologist Sean Bailey. And Sean, most students will be going home for spring break soon, and it's been very nice outside with temps getting into the 50s. Can we expect that to continue as we go into our spring break?
We have one more round of 50-degree temperatures, unfortunately, will be when students are traveling back, but we'll also have some extra baggage with some rain, unfortunately, and that will continue on and off, especially as we get into the day on Friday. But we do have a bit of a chillier start as we get into the rest of the weekend, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in the 5-day forecast. But as Dave alluded to, we have had a very nice stretch of mild temperatures over the past few days, with temperatures reaching up to the 50s. Today we reached a high of 55 degrees under that hit or miss rain as we went through the day today, and Unfortunately, we didn't have too much in the way of any sunshine to warm us up. Fortunately, though, we had southerly winds helping to really crank in some warm air into our area, with winds gusting to around 35 miles an hour at times, contributing to those above average temperatures. As we look ahead to tonight, we'll dip down to around 37 degrees with those winds still coming out of the south-southeast, and that will continue to bring in that warmer air. Not as gusty as it was during the day, but we will have those winds still gusting to around 20 miles an hour at times. We do have a chance of a lingering shower, especially on into tonight, but by tomorrow morning they should clear out, where we'll top out around 44 degrees for Thursday. Wind shift out of the northwest at around 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that will contribute to a little bit of a cooler effect because it's bringing in cooler air from the northwest. Also, it's a little bit of a fun fact. We have the first day of meteorological spring on Thursday, and actually it's funny that it's starting out a little bit cooler than it did than we had on Wednesday. As we make it our way through Friday, though, we have a similar situation to what we had on Wednesday, with temperatures in the mid-50s, but we will have those pesky rain showers still around the picture. As we get into the weekend, we have some flurries, especially entering the picture around Sunday, with highs in the low 40s, upper 30s. And then by Monday, we get some more of that beautiful sunshine and temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. So a great way to start out meteorological spring once we get into next week's work week.
All right, thanks, Sean. The candidates are working the campaign trail this weekend ahead of the primaries in Michigan and Arizona. Rick Santorum, Mitt Romney, and Ron Paul focused on Michigan. Santorum also went to Tennessee to speak at the Chattanooga Tea Party in nearby Hickson's.
This past Monday, an unidentified gunman thought to be a boy by the name of T.J. Lane opened fire in a cafeteria in a high school outside of Cleveland. The boy was chased by a teacher and then caught by police.
If you made it outside this past weekend, we had perfect weather to see a stunning astronomical sight. Matt Harmon submitted these time-lapsed view from Los Angeles earlier this past weekend. This lapse covered about 2 hours in just seconds. This is the Moon, Venus, and Jupiter lined up in a skinny triangle called a triple conjunction, and you didn't even have to travel to see this one. It was visible even from Valparaiso, Indiana.
A New Jersey teenager battling leukemia just got an invitation from Taylor Swift that he just can't pass up. The singer asked 18-year-old Kevin McGuire to be her date to the Academy of Country Music Awards. The invite came through a Facebook post. This all began when McGuire's sister started an online campaign to get Swift to go to prom with her brother. Swift said that she could not make it to the prom, but then came the award show offer. When we return, a big game occurred this past weekend as the Valpo Crusaders took on rival Butler. How did we do? Drew Taylor will join us from the sports desk with that and more.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh,
We say what we want, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on VUTV.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We had an amazing past week in Crusader sports. With more on that, we turn it over to Sports Director Drew Taylor. Drew?
The Crusader softball team was in action last weekend as they took on Belmont on Sunday. The Brown and Gold were held scoreless for the first 2 innings, but would score 4 runs in the final 5 frames to win by a score of 4-2. Valpo's Sam McGee improves to 3-1, throwing 5 innings while only allowing 2 earned runs. With the win, Valpo improves to 7-2 on the year. Looking ahead, the Crusaders will travel to Texas for the UTEP Invitational on Friday. They will hit the diamond against the Iowa State Cyclones at 3:30 p.m. The Valpo women's basketball team will be home for their final 2 Horizon League games. The Brown and Gold will look to improve on their 4-12 conference record as they'll play Wright State on Thursday and Detroit on Saturday, tip-off scheduled for 12 noon. The VU baseball team faced their toughest test of the year as they are on the road this weekend to face number 4 Arkansas in a 3-game set. The Brown and Gold played well in the first 2 games of the series but came up short on both occasions. However, it would be a different story in the final game of the season. With the game tied in the 10th inning, Tanner Varva doubled down the right field line and would later score on a Will Hagel single to give the Crusaders a 4-3 lead. Jared Miller would pitch out of a jam in the bottom of the 10th and close the door on a Valpo 4-3 victory and an upset of the 4th-ranked team in the nation. For the weekend, Crusader shortstop Tanner Varva led this team with a .583 average and was rewarded with the Horizon League Batter of the Week. Valpo will return to the diamond this Saturday at Gardner-Webb before rounding out their weekend on Sunday at Wofford. Your first-place Crusader men's basketball team hosted Horizon League rival Butler on Friday. We fast forward to the end of the first half. Butler Krishan Hopkins nails a leaner from the baseline to cut the Crusader lead to 10. Mid-second half now, Jay Harris spots up for an open 3, giving the Brown and Gold a 44-31 lead. 6 to play now, Will Bolgan pulls up for a 3 and drains it to extend the lead to 13. Now under 5 to play, it was Will Bogan again, but he was facilitating this time as he finds Kevin Van Vyk underneath the basket for an easy lay-in. Valpo would cruise from there, beating the Bulldogs 71-59 in their final regular season game of the year. The end of the regular season also brought individual accolades. Crusader forwards Ryan Brokoff and Kevin Van Vyk were named to the Horizon League first team. Brokoff, who averaged 15 points and 8 boards a game, would also win Horizon League Player of the Year. Coach Bryce Drew, who led this team to their first ever Horizon League title, would receive Coach of the Year within the Horizon League. Drew's Crusaders will be in action this Saturday in the semifinals of the conference tournament. Opponent is yet to be decided, but tip-off is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Since Valpo is the #1 overall seed, they have the privilege of hosting the Horizon League tournament at the Athletics and Recreation Center. We sat down with Facilities and Events Director Adam Kloss to discuss the necessary renovations to host a successful tournament.
As you can see behind me, we're installing a platform area in the front couple rows of the chairbacks, which will handle the TV broadcasters, each of the radio crews from all the visiting institutions, as well as our radio crew, and the service scouting seats for the teams. Section E in the arena, we've had to build some temporary tables in there for our media so they could sit and work on their laptops, take notes during the games. And we've also brought in a set of portable bleachers at the open end of the arena to accommodate visiting bands as well as visiting student sections.
Again, you can catch your Crusaders in action this Saturday at 7:30 at the Arc. We will have full tournament recap on the next edition of The Shield. That's all for sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Drew. As we have been reporting all season long, this winter has been well below average in terms of snowfall, but above average in temperatures. While some students are enjoying this mild weather, some business owners are not. Storm Shield meteorologist Brandon Spinner went out to see the impact this mild winter is having on local businesses.
Tomorrow marks the end of meteorological winter and the start of the spring season. Some may argue that winter never truly showed up, as conditions across the region have been unseasonably mild. Temperatures have been 6 degrees warmer than average, as well as 11 degrees warmer than last year's temperatures. Valparaiso's average snowfall is about 40 inches per winter season, but this year we've only seen 19.5 inches, which is a huge deficit comparing to last year's 53. While many people are happy that there's been a lack of snow, local snow removal businesses have taken a hit. Thomas Holly, owner of Holly's Landscaping Company, talks about how the lack of snow has affected his business.
Has been good. Last year we plowed about 19-20 times. This year we probably went out and plowed maybe 6 times. So cash flow is pretty bad.
With the lack of snow, the demand for snow removal in parking lots and personal properties has been down. Companies are not out plowing as much as in the past, which has led to revenue deficits for employers like Holly.
Just offhand, we're probably maybe 30 or 40% where we were last year.
But this mild winter hasn't been all bad. David James, Porter County Assistant Highway Director, talks about how the Highway Department has saved nearly 33% of their average winter expenses.
We haven't really had any major problems this year. We haven't had the drifting. We had one snow that there was a little bit of drifting, and they had to take a couple of the loaders out to open up some of the roads. But we never had any roads closed this year compared to last.
It hasn't been a busy winter for highway snow removal, as James explains that a majority of the Highway Department's responsibility is to keep roads clear.
Almost a little bit over 1/3 of our budget goes to just snow removal.
Citizens in Porter County don't have to worry about the surplus of money, as the remaining money from the snow removal budget will be used to fix and repave roads in the spring and summer. Reporting for The Shield, I'm meteorologist Brandon Spinner.
To tell us if this warm weather is going to continue, we are now joined again by Storm Shield Chief Meteorologist Sean Bailey with our last check of this week's weather. Well, Sean, with spring break coming up, we could have some rain as we go into this weekend.
Yeah, are you planning on flying back to New Jersey?
Yes, this weekend actually. Is my flight going to be able to take off?
Temperature-wise, you'll be all right. You'll be in the mid-50s for the most part throughout much of the day, but that does come with some rain showers, which unfortunately, as we get into Friday night, could turn into some snow showers into the overnight hours. As we look ahead to the rest of the weekend, though, looks to be temperatures flirting with 40 degrees for the most part for high temperatures. A little bit of a snow shower possible on Sunday, but as we get into Monday, we should be back up to temperatures flirting with 50 degrees and mostly sunny skies.
All right, thanks, Sean. That's going to do it for the edition of The Shield at 6. I'm Allie Katsanias. We will be back after spring break with more news, sports, and weather.
And to get on-demand VUTV programming, log on to youtube.com/ValpoVUTV. For all of us here at VUTV, I'm Dave Caulfield. Good night.